Hi, hello, how are you all? Today I will not introduce myself, nor I will tell my name or profession because I know that all of you know my name, what I do, and what is my profession. The reason why I arrived today on social media and recording this video and talking to all of you is very important, and I was feeling very upset and sad due to a recent incident which happened to me today in the morning. I'm sure that all of you would like to listen and would be interested what that incident was and why I am I'm going to share it with all of you. So as you know that I am a lawyer, I have a degree in law and a license of High Court Lahore in Pakistan. And you people also know that this is my profession. You people also know that the situation of lawyers in Pakistan are very vulnerable. Those who don't know that this fact should be should become well aware about it when I will tell you people about those facts and realities which we as lawyers are facing while practicing law in Pakistan. There is no sense of mercy and empathy. There is no feeling of empathy in the people of Pakistan. Then, no matter in which department, profession, and field you will look at, everywhere there is a chaos, and people just want to kill each other and stab each other in order to fill their own bellies and stomachs. This is a race in which everyone is trying to survive. Then, no matter for this purpose, they will have to destroy the other person's life. There is a universal fact that in Pakistan lawyers don't earn and there comes no cases for lawyers. And I don't have to give the proof of my this statement to all of you because everyone knows this. It is better to if someone is uneducated, then it serves as an incentive and as an edge for him because he can do what the so-called educated class of Pakistan cannot do. They can set up a stall or start and business. In my since I completed my degree of law in 2016 and got my license in May 2017. Firstly, I tried my best to get some job by appearing in not in hundreds, rather thousands of competitive exams of Pakistan in different departments. And while taking those exams in different testing services of Pakistan, I even prepared for CSS and judicial exam. But unfortunately, I didn't find success in any of all those exams. And as far as the matter concerning about my practice, I tried my best to do my practice and get the clients. Wherever I go, went people tried to put me down, disrespected me, kicked me out, started making bad schemes and plans against me in order to get me out of that position or place. I tried to attach with my seniors, but they exploited me and didn't give me anything. I left them and started my independent practice, but with wherever court I tried to set my example, the lawyers of that community and area didn't let me to sit there, fought with me, and kicked me out of that place. I tried to become a local commission. Basically, local commissions are those individuals who write statements of witnesses in the courtroom and get the money in return. But many, but wherever court I have gone, all the people and all the all those judges have kicked me out, or the other local commission started colluding in order to get me out of that place. Finally, I had the need of. Finally, I had the need of money. As you people also know that I am going to abroad. Last year too, I had applied for the admission in US universities, but unfortunately due to my lack scores in my tests and low GPA, I had failed. This time again, I tried my best. Let's see what happens this time, and that's why I had the need of money. So I started working as a local commission. In other words, an individual who writes the or records the statements of the parties in a case in any court of law appearing before a judge. I was doing this for a couple of days. Nearly 2 months ago, I had started going to the court and doing the same. But firstly, 1 month vacations had arrived, and then the next month I spent my time on preparing for the exam. So I, the time I took my test, the very next day I choose to go to court in order to earn because, as people know, that we need money and finance in order to go to abroad. And it's not just abroad. No matter what we do in our life, we need finance. I started going to courts, and it was the court of Rana Asif Mustafa, second floor, LDA, building road. There was a there is a another local commission named lady local commission named Nikat, Advocate Nikat, whose task is often to infringe the right of others and take the turn of the others. But I survived that too. Then 2 days, 2 to 3 days earlier, 2 to 3 days ago, I was sitting in the court and at some place. Then a lawyer, lady lawyer, another lady lawyer, practicing lady lawyer, misbehaved with me, and the judge, instead of reprimanding her, contrarily, debased me, disrespected me, and asked me to go back to my home. I did upon his words. I returned back to home, and I said, okay, it's okay. I also try to make me understand that there is no need to worry about this because as I am ready, that's why I will have to tolerate. Throughout my whole life, I have never tolerated this kind of or any kind of cruelty or injustice happening with me or with any other person in front of me because by nature I have suffered so much hardships in my life that now I am tired of all this. So I asked, I just returned, and the very next day I again went to the court. And the first question with the judge made, first of all, he debased me again that why I was engaging and arguing with a lady lawyer. It is noteworthy here that the value and respect of a local commission in any court is just like the PN or even more below than this. Because the judge and all the other staffs of the court think that as they give us favor by giving us the files to record the statements of evidence of the witnesses or parties of the any suit, and helps us to earn money. That's why they consider us inferior and them as superior, and that's why they, in their eyes, we have no respect. I went back there. The first thing which judge said is again disrespected me and condemned me for arguing with a lady practicing lawyer. Then he asked me to bring my application pro forma upon which I had been appointed as a local commission. I said I had shown that to a judge prior to you, but he was consistent with his stance that if you have to stay here, then you will have to show me that, as I don't have that, I don't know you. I also had raised the objection that why he does the justice with me by granting all the terms and evidence of mine right and files to that other local commission, Nikat, Advocate Nikat. Somehow I managed to again show the judge the performance of my appointment by finding it some of my files. Upon this, he allowed me to sit there, but he again was biased with me, and he used to favor just to her and used to disrespect me. Then the next day, on Saturday, he was on leave, on intentional leave, just to again disrespect me that without him, how I would be able to write the evidence. The next day was Sunday, and today I again went there. By chance, I wrote one evidence and got my fees, whereas the other local commission wrote the three evidences and she got the fees of all of them. Per witness, the fees of a local commission is right now prevailing is just 1,000, but as inflation has increased, I have started charging plus 1,500 per witness. When my turn again arrived, nearly at 1 and 1.5, 1:30 p.m. Then, sorry, 12:30 p.m. a.m. p.m. Then a lawyer with a party of the suit with a girl who had to get the degree of his her dissolution of marriage from the court arrived. She had to record her statement. I recorded her statement and wrote her statement, and also of one of his maternal uncle, her maternal uncle. So I wrote two witnesses and evidence, two statement of evidence of witnesses, parties of that case. I asked them to give me the rest 1500 per witness. Total was 3000. But the lawyer, he was very mean. He just handed over me total was 1500 per witness. I asked him that I will not take this and I will just take rest 1500 at least. So, but he didn't give me and asked me to tore those, tore apart those pieces of paper which I had wrote. So I tore apart those pieces of paper. Judge was not present at that moment, and suddenly break happened. Lunch break happened. In the lunch break, the other personal staff of judge didn't allow me to get out of that room, and they caused me to sit inside the room and wait for the arrival of judge. When judge arrived, firstly he laughed, but when the same lawyer arrived, whose evidence, whose party's evidence, statement of evidence I had written, he complained to the judge that I am gonna lodge a written complaint against this local commission of yours for tearing the pieces of paper off the record of the file. I said I brought the paper from my own home. I used the pen of my own and I spent the one complete hour of my time upon it. So it was not his, rather my hard work and my property. But judge, instead of listening any further argument, shouted at me angrily that get out of my court. I said okay. I picked up my file and ran towards the door, walked towards the door. While I was in my way, then again judge, the same judge shouted at with anger that don't ever dare to come back here. I said okay. This was my today's incident. So the point and conclusion which I am trying to make is that first of all, whatever we plan in our life, firstly it never happens the way we want it. And if we want it to happen in the way we desire it, then we have to face numerous obstacles and problems in our life, and we have to go through the bad days of our life. Now, what I am going to do is not the agenda of the business, is not the issue. Because now I have made my mind that I don't have the need to worry about my respect or about my profession. All I have to worry about is my money. And then no matter from which profession, field, and where I get the money, this time I will not hesitate to adopt that profession. The second thing which I and point which I am trying to make is that in life problems occurs and life is not a straight path. Life is difficult, life is hard, and does not happens the way we want it. But still we should have the courage to do whatever we are all passionate about, as the preferences of all of us are different. Everyone and every individual being in this world has his or her own set of some of their dreams, and everyone is chasing. But no matter what happens to you, the real thing is, first of all, if as long as you are alive, then you have to, then this is not your end, and you have to keep doing it and trying to complete it. Secondly, no matter what happens, you don't have to give up on the dream. And the third point, which I would like to make and would like to conclude, is that one should be focused upon his goals or her goals. We can't row two ships at the same time. At one time, we can just row one ship and sit in one ship. There are not just thousands, rather millions and billions of distractions in this world, and there are numerous problems in this world, but we have to overcome them and achieve our goal. This was my today's experience and story, which I wanted to share with all of you. In return, today I don't want anything from you people. I just wanted to lighten my heart by sharing my today's mishap and accident with all of you. I hope all of you would be doing well in all of you people's life. Thank you so much and good night to all those who live in Pakistan and in all those countries where there is life, and good morning to America. Mexico, and all those who live in the West or in those countries where there is a morning right now. Thank you so much for giving me your precious time. I hope all of you the very best in your people's life. Thank you so much.